Hey there, good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us here as we go live with our friends. It's already day, I don't know what day it is, but it's like more than a month since our quarantine, since the lockdown, and we're all in this together and we're all, within our isolated spaces. But I hope through these efforts and through other efforts that our friends are doing, we get to, somehow reach and connect to each other kahit na ano mangyari. Well, personally me, I don't really, I feel like when I wake up, araw-araw we have the same things that we're doing. We wake up, we check on what we have to do and everything. I personally, I don't really like feel lonely. Why? Well, because number one, when I wake up, I check on my WhatsApp groups and all that. But really, why I don't get lonely is because I have so many animals. So the past month has been my time to reconnect and spend time with my animals because all the time my dogs and my cats and everybody, they would just see me when I get home. Pag uwi ko, some of them are waiting for me, some of them are asleep. And now that it's the time for quarantine and lockdown, I actually get the time to spend with them. So I'm sure some of you guys have followed it on my IG stories and you see it on my other social media. But now is the time I get to make a roll call of all my pets. Okay, so you get to meet them. I want you to meet my Noah's Ark, my little household filled with animals. First up is Panda. Come on, Panda. Hello, Panda. Okay, this is Panda, and he was a gift from Divine Lee's household. And the first day I saw Panda, Panda was the most shy, and he had a sibling who died of some disease. What is that disease again? I forgot. Anyway, yeah, namatay. Huh? Parvo. Yeah, parvo. It's like the disease that kills these animals is parvo. So my friend Charmaine told me, hey, magkasama sila in one litter, so your dog might be in danger too. So I went to him and I told him, Panda, you're gonna live, okay? So be strong. And that day he looked like he was so sick and super like, giving up on life. I go, Panda, don't give up on life, okay? I'm here for you and be strong. And whatever happens, kaya natin yan. And the next day, wow, he was so like, when I woke up, he was like up and about and really jumping up and I go. So he's here to stay and he's super energetic. And so meet Panda. Next we have Gigi. Hey Gigi. Gigi is the one you guys always see on IG stories because this one is like a mother of two, but she doesn't look like a mother because she looks like a baby. And she's one of our favorites because she's always so malambing and always so mabait, and she waits for me no matter what time I come home from work. She'll be there before she goes to sleep. She waits for me before she goes up to her bed beside our bed. Then the kids of Panda and Gigi, we have Babushka. This one is a big one. It's a big one. She's the biggest one of them all, even if she's the daughter of Gigi and Panda, and she's the most obedient one and the fluffiest one, and yeah, and she's like just a good dog and always likes to kiss and always likes to. What is that? Okay, and the next one is Teacup. Teacup, where's Teacup? Teacup. This one is a small one. That's why her name is Teacup, and she's small and she's feisty and she's always up for anything. But what's good about my dogs, except Panda, Panda is the only one who likes to bark. Everybody else is so calm, so chill, and of course, Panda, quiet, shh, shh, quiet, quiet. And then after Teacup and Babushka and Panda and Gigi, we have our cats. Where's Eno? Eno is his name is Eno because his name is Valentino. So he was given to us on Valentine's Day. That's why his name is Valentino. Where's Eno? Can you get him, please? And then this one is Pringles. Pringles, we got Pringles He was rescued from the gate of Dasma, and he was from a litter of four. My friend said, "Oh, you choose," and I go, "Okay, this one because nobody will want to adopt this one." So I got him, and now I know why nobody wants to adopt him. He's such a loner, doesn't want to talk to anybody. He's always, like a separatist movement. Where's Eno? Eno, let me get Eno. Eno, Eno, this is Eno. Eno's hero. I don't know. Eno is kind of shy. Eno, come. This is Eno. Yeah. Sorry, guys. This is Eno, and this one is he's a fat cat, and you always see him also on my IG. He's the most mabait, most malambing, and most matakaw. And then I have an adopted turtle. This is Speedy. His name is Speedy because he's always so fast. He walks around, and now he's into hibernation. But it's nice to have a turtle. This is a tortoise because he's land-based. So this guy was also given to me in a box. All of a sudden, my friend left him, and all of a sudden, pagbukas ko ng kahon, I go, "What's this?" And then it's a Speedy. It's a gift from my friend PJ Castro and Shango. Okay, next we have from a tortoise, we have a turtle. And this is our turtle, and his name is Bullet. And Bullet is a turtle, and he likes to swim because he's a water-based one. And he is like a dog in his aquarium. He's always saying hello. He's always malikot and wants to be fed. And so this one, ay, aray. So there, okay, a Bullet, I'll put you down now. There you go. Okay, next, Dragon. So aside from my dogs and cats, and then I have also just recently this little bird that just flew into our house, flew into the garden, and so now we're taking care of him. And okay, out first the dogs, out first the cats because they might eat the bird. Okay, and this his name is Dragon. Let me get Dragon for you guys, so you guys get to know, you get to meet Dragon personally. Hello Dragon, come on here. Here you go. This is Dragon, guys. Whoop, 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 whoop. This is Dragon. There, Dragon just flew into our lives, and he's here with us right now. Say hello, Dragon. There, Dragon loves to take a shower, and he loves to eat all day, and he loves to sleep and take his 8 hours of sleep, and he's the friendliest and most fun bird ever, right? Okay, so now I want to let you guys know that it's about appreciating the simple things. So with me, like I super love having my pets around, and makes me feel that I am not alone. Hello, Dragon. How are you? Yes. Yeah. So Dragon says hello to all of you guys. And there. So those are my animals. So now, thank you so much, Dragon. There. Ayan. I don't know how he's gonna leave, but maybe we'll do the show with him the whole time because he likes to nibble and be here, just around. Okay, now let's go to our guests. Hello, we have our first guest is here with us, and I haven't seen her. The last time I saw her was, I don't remember how long ago, but a lot of people are waiting for her because she hasn't talked in a long time, and she's here. It's not Dragon. Oops, sorry, Dragon. Okay, let me take out Dragon first. Let me take out Dragon first so we can welcome our guest properly. Okay, here. Okay, here you go. Excuse me, guys. Whoop. Okay. Sandali lang guys, ha. Here you go. Okay. Here you go. There. Okay, our first guest for this afternoon is somebody who you can see also in a telenovela on ABS-CBN. It's running now. It's On the Wings of Love. And she's a very remarkable actress and a dear friend. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Nadine Lustre.
Hi!
Hey, Nad.
Everyone! Hi, Tim!
How are you? Ayan na,
I'm
Noah's
good.
Ark na yung bahay ko. Diba?
What?
My house is Noah's Ark.
I know you
Diba
have
naging zoo na siya, diba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Nads, I
travel
want to
next
know.
time. Next time.
Yes, please visit next time. Nads, I want to know how you're dealing with this entire lockdown. I remember one time we were talking and sabi mo sa akin,
Mm,
wow, Tim, I have no time to rest. I have no time to breathe.
yeah.
I'm doing so many things at the same time. And all of a sudden, this lockdown happened and, the world stood still. Everything was on pause and we had our time at home and we had the
Yeah,
time
I
to rest.
know. I complained daw kasi kaya binigay niya lahat ng time.
Di ba?
So, I don't know. I've been writing a lot. That's one thing that I couldn't do because I'm always working. I'm always out of the house. So this time I have a lot of time to just gather my thoughts and think about how I really feel, and bring out the emotions that I haven't been, and things that have happened. I've reflected a lot about a lot of stuff already. Basta ang dami, like self-realizations. And then I still haven't started reading a book, but um, I have been watching mga documentaries. Kasi I'm really not the kind of person who would read a book eh.
Yeah.
So
Pero,
yeah, I just watch mga documentaries and something that that gives me like more knowledge about other things. Yeah,
yeah.
and playing computer games.
But also on the one day during the lockdown, you went to the grocery, and this
I
grocery,
did.
you're going to the grocery, nasa news bigla, di ba?
I know.
Like you went to the grocery. Nadine was to go to the
I
grocery. How was that?
I honestly thought that was necessary. That was unnecessary.
Yeah.
Kasi parang there's so much stuff happening. Like why? I didn't understand why I was on the news for going to the grocery. I mean, it's something that that normal people would do. Like go to the grocery store and buy all the essentials. Buy all the stuff that you need. Me, kasi I like doing things for myself.
Yeah.
I'm just that kind of person. Like I like running errands. I like doing chores. Like watering the plants, washing the dishes. I love doing those things, and I've been cooking a lot, like what I said earlier. So, um, I need to be the one to go to the grocery to get all the stuff that I need. Because sometimes, like what I put on my list isn't complete. So, for example, like my Ate Marie, my assistant, I would ask her to go to the grocery, but then I forgot to put one thing on the list. So I can't cook what I wanted to cook because kulang yung ingredients. So I'd rather go by myself.
What do you like to cook?
I love making pasta, and one of my specialties is roasted chicken.
And we can see here, like you made is that
Korean barbecue.
a Korean barbecue? Wow.
Yeah, that's me and my brother. My brother loves cooking too. Yeah, parang we before the lockdown happened, we happened to pass by a Korean grocery store, like a Korean grocery, and then bumili kami ng stove, that stove, and then yung lutuan ng Korean
Yeah.
barbecue. So we were like, okay, we can have Korean barbecue anytime we want now. Kasi that's our bonding. We always go to Korean barbecue places.
Ah, wow. And so you get to cook, you get to work out. Do you get to watch yourself on TV now that you have the time at home?
I still don't watch myself on TV. That's one
Bakit?
thing that
Does it feel
I don't
weird when you
know.
watch yourself?
It makes me feel weird watching myself, or even like even if I see billboards na nandun ako, like I get really conscious. I don't know why. I don't like seeing myself on TV. So I tried. Well, as you know, as a lot of fans know, like Never Not Love You just came out, I think a few weeks ago or last month sa Netflix.
Okay, wow.
I don't know, but still, like
So
I
you,
always see
you
it, but I never watch it. I just
so
get
you see it
conscious.
when you see it recommended. Is it weird? Does it feel? How does it feel when you were watching Netflix and then all of a sudden the one that's recommended for you is your film, right?
It's weird. It's so
Yeah.
weird. I don't know. I just kahit yung mga premiere nights, if I attend yung mga premiere nights namin, every time like I get really conscious. I don't know why. It's weird, di
Yeah,
ba?
Yeah, because some actors, what they do was when they watch themselves, they go, "Oh, I could have done this better. I could have done that." But I
Yeah,
know how what you mean when you say that.
yeah,
It feels weird when you're watching yourself.
yeah. Well, in premiere nights, I watch myself. But
Yeah, of
after,
course.
wala
Oh,
na. Kasi I don't know, it really makes me feel weird. Even like on my Instagram account, I don't like posting my face. Like, I don't like uploading stuff that has my face on it. I don't know
yeah.
why.
That's why nga
It's
most
really
of the
weird.
a lot of people, diba, with what you post before, they a lot of people would always read in, and some of it was like, what, that's your poetry? Is that lyrics that you're getting? Because a lot of people, diba, they like to put some other subtext to what you
I
post.
know it's the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest thing. I love listening to music. I
Hmm.
breathe music. So like everything that I put on my social media, on my Instagram, like all those captions, they're all like the songs that I like. It not
Yeah.
necessarily means anything, or like
Kung nagpaparinig
me.
ka or something, ganun.
Yeah, it's not that. It's just because I like the song and I like what it means. I like the message of the song. But it doesn't necessarily mean that this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling down. Tapos yung lyrics sobrang sad. That's not me as a person. I would never parang I'm also very private, so not like stuff that I put out on social media, it's not, how do I say it? Like I'm not very open.
Yes.
Does
So
that
it's
make
not.
sense?
Yeah, yes. I mean, you have your own personal space which you reserve for your feelings,
Yeah.
and your social media doesn't reflect your current
Yeah.
state all the
Yeah, I
time.
don't I don't put everything on social media. I mean, social media isn't my, what do you call it? My emotional exhaust,
Yes.
So I feel like people like to ano lang talaga. People like to assume, but that's not really the kind of person I am.
Oh, oh. And then, so what is a typical day for you? When well, of course, you moved into to your new home, and well, how
Yes.
is that? How is that? Do you are you starting to enjoy your new home?
Yeah, I mean,
No
it's
choice.
a
You have no
different
choice.
yeah. It's a different environment. I mean, um I've never lived in a place like that. I'm not gonna say no where it is,
Yes, yes, of
but
course, yes.
yeah, it's my first time living in a condo. So it's
Yeah,
completely different. I'm in the city. Um, yeah, the mall is right there. I can, it's the groceries, easy access. It's really fun. I had to move to Pakati because my brother studies in I Academy kasi. So I had to move there. Um, and I decided to stay with him now, so he's not alone. But yeah, it's really nice. I have my own space. In the morning, I have a patio kasi. So
yes,
I have a lot of space for plants. So my normal routine, my daily routine, like in the morning I wake up around now
yeah,
because of the quarantine. I always wake up around 6 or 7 a.m. And then I water my plants. I tend to them. Uh, I do cardio, and then I make breakfast. And then just for the rest of the day, either I play computer games, I write, or watch series. That's it. It's more of like parang I'm giving myself time to relax and do all the things that I can't do on,
yes,
like, on normal days when I have work.
yeah. Do you miss living in a house?
I do. It's different. Kasi living in a condo, it means that you can't, make so much noise. You have to mind your neighbors. Kasi you also have a neighbor upstairs and then downstairs and then to your left and then to your right. So you can't really make so much noise, and
What noise? Are
you
you
have
play
to
the
be
music so loud,
respectful.
ganon?
Sorry.
What do you mean by make noise? Because you play the music loud, ganon?
Yeah, play the music loud, or when you watch TV, sometimes you want loud kasi, 'di ba?
Full
You put the
volume,
volume
ganon.
up because it's so
Oh,
nice to watch if it's surround sound eh. But
yeah.
because I have neighbors, I can't.
Mm. And you work out. What? We have a cardio machine at home.
No, I usually just do the jump rope,
Yes.
or I do yung mga yung mga cardio exercises on YouTube.
Ayun, oo. So,
Yeah.
super fit. I mean, so that's part of your day. You make sure that you keep
Yeah.
fit.
Yep, in the morning usually. Kasi if you work out at night, if you try to work out at night, parang wala ka ng gana. Kasi it's
Yeah.
already nighttime. Nakakatamad
What
na.
are, what are the things that you miss doing now that you're at home?
I miss eating out.
Yes. Okay,
I
of course.
miss
All of us.
eating at my favorite restaurants. Like they're all closed eh. Like we can't do anything about that. I miss, just hanging out with my friends and just having wine night or just going out. That's what I miss. What else?
Zoom. Do you Zoom with
Huh?
people and Zoom? Do you Zoom with people and di ba, this mga inuman, mga ganon?
I've never done that.
Really? Wow. So
I've
you've
never
been
done that.
really in this in isolation. Yeah. So are there some learnings that you want to share to us? The things that you learned about yourself now that you have your
Yeah.
time
Oh,
on your own.
yeah. Oh, there's a lot. Actually, one of the biggest lessons that I've learned during the quarantine period, I just parang learned how to I learned to stop doubting myself and I started believing in myself more kasi nga before I had this fear when it comes to writing, when it comes to making music, parang I'm always just doubting myself and telling myself na like you can't do this, parang you're not good enough, parang your vocabulary isn't flowery enough or kulang and things like that. But because I have been writing a lot and I've been, getting in touch with my emotions, with what I'm feeling. It's like a Pandora's box. That's how I explain it to other people. Parang it's like Pandora's box and everything that I need to feel or everything that I need to experience or everything that's happened, it's all there. And because of the quarantine, I had time to kind of just get everything, put them all out, and look at them all, and think to myself, now, okay, what can we do with all these things? And then I started writing just every day. Like I write random stuff. It doesn't really matter if it's good for the song, as long as I get to write something for that day, like a thought or like um, if I remember like a memory, I write it down. So yeah, that's one of the things, and then um, reflected then about a lot of things.
Mhm.
Personal, medyo deep,
Yes.
but I really think na kasi this is the time, parang it's like the universe giving us time to work on ourselves and to grow even more. And parang it's also showing us na, all you need to do or all you need uh, to help yourself grow is yourself. And, kasi we are enough. Like, I know it's hard to believe, but what we have now and what we know now is enough. And that's all we need there. We don't need to it's so hard to explain. Parang
And
we're
again,
always during this quarantine period, I see a lot of people trying so hard to learn something, or like learn a new language or learn a new skill. Parang this is the time
everybody's
for us
rushing to
to
put
just
everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
parang it's like, how do I say this? They're all trying so hard to do something or to learn a new skill during the
Yeah.
quarantine period. And with me, kasi what I realized is baka this is a time na the universe is giving us to just, relax and enjoy life and realize how beautiful life really is, even without all these things. And how beautiful life is if it was simple. Diba?
Yeah, it's like a back to basics thing. And one of our friends who's gonna join us later also, I think that's the things that she's realized, because a lot of times we would long for things like like
And
personally, there's greed, there's ambition, there's material
yeah,
things. All of it we don't need it
yeah,
right now, and so you see
yeah,
how beautiful it is with its simplicity, diba?
yeah. That's true. I completely agree with that.
Hey, Rahul Laurel is watching us, and a lot of other friends also. And
Hello.
Lauren Reed's birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, Lauren!
Yes, happy
Yeah.
birthday.
And also, it's a birthday tomorrow of Katrina Ponce Enrile and Milet Martinez Manangkil. Happy birthday to my mommies.
Happy
over there. And Ronil's birthday also one of our
So many
followers.
birthdays.
So many birthdays, and it's different because we're used to having birthday parties with the whole caboodle, with the whole gang, and now all
Yeah,
of a sudden it's just it's us and ourselves. When was the
yeah.
last time you saw your parents, Nads?
With my parents before the ECQ.
Before the ECQ? Oh,
Yeah.
and our other friends.
Other friends, damn. I don't know.
I think I saw you in BGC. I was on my way to lunch, and you came from a workout in the mall.
When was this again?
You we came out of a restaurant. I was on my way to a restaurant in BGC.
Baka nga I came from Carrie's that time. But that was
Hmm.
a long time ago.
Yeah, yeah, right.
That was before the whole thing happened.
But can you believe it's been like a month already of us
I
in this kind of
know.
isolation? You're also a staunch advocate of the mental health awareness. How
Yeah.
what's your advice for the people who are at home who are dealing with their thoughts on how they
Yeah.
can be how they can best be grounded?
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, that's also one of my
Sane.
biggest issues. That's
Yeah,
also
yeah.
one of the biggest issues that I had. Because I don't see my friends. I don't get to see them. So, when bad thoughts start coming into my head, parang ako kasi I'm the type na when I start thinking about one thing, it's like a rabbit hole. It goes down and then it gets really bad and then I start to get a panic attack and then I start crying and then I don't know what to do. That's how it is for me. So, just have like all your good friends on standby. Ako, I message them all the time and they're always there for me. Kasi it is a crucial time kasi you don't get to see these people. And, it's true that like one thing that really helps with all those negative thoughts, the anxiety, is another person to tell you na hindi yan totoo. It's not gonna happen, it's okay. Tsaka, I also believe na it's not it's not bad, to break down sometimes. Kasi you need to feel it eh. You can't just keep holding it inside, and then eventually you're gonna bottle up. Mas delikado yung ganun. So when I start to think about, um, like weird stuff, I cry it out kaagad. Para hindi ko
You
na
release.
iipon. I release it right away.
Yeah. So good. So for people who are, in their homes and dealing with certain issues, anxiety, depression,
Yeah.
first, what you said, you have to be aware of
Abadi
it.
talaga. Yeah.
Yeah, and then call. Don't be afraid to ask for help from
Yeah.
friends or from family, from people
Yeah.
who you love and who love you.
Kasi before I was really embarrassed. Like every time I would have bad thoughts, parang I would think to myself na parang ayokong ikwento kasi baka sabihin ang shallow ko or sabihin ang sama ko mag-isip and all that. But that's why you have your friends. That's why you have these people that you trust. 'Di ba? These people who will get your back all the time, every time you're in trouble. That's why they're all there to understand you no matter what it is, 'di ba? No matter how negative, no matter how crazy the thought is, they're always there to look after you no matter what happens. And especially now, lalo na ngayon, 'di ba? Talagang
Kailangan pa natin yan, oo.
that's dapat talaga we're all supporting each other.
That's true. Very good. And then, how about how is your heart? How are you in that department?
I'm okay. No, no,
Okay.
no, I'm really good though. I'm super okay.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I know a lot has happened, and I know it's not. Kasi what happened? Kasi it's not something that I am really upset about.
Yeah.
Things happen for a reason, and who knows? Like I learned so much about myself, eh, and I discovered a lot of new things. Then learned um, basta I just learned a lot of things about myself, and I feel like I wouldn't have discovered all
Learned
those
it.
things. I
Yeah.
wouldn't learn those things if that never happened. So
Yes.
baka it's just it's
Part of
all
your growth.
timing. I really believe it's all timing.
Yeah. Is your dog with you, by the way?
He's outside.
It's
He's in the
outside now.
patio.
Okay. Yeah, people are
Yeah.
saying, oh, there, because you work out with your
Waiting for
dog
him
too.
to make a number two.
It's just poo-poo time by this time. How about, but he works out with you, as I can see in this photo.
Sorry?
He works out with you, no?
Yeah, no, my dog is really clingy. Cal is really clingy. So everywhere I go, like if I go to the kitchen and I start cooking, he lies down on my foot. Like yung head niya nasa foot ko.
Yeah,
So I can't really move. He's really clingy. That's
super
why
attached.
most of the time I just sleep on my couch because he doesn't like going upstairs. So I'd rather sleep beside him na lang sa couch.
Okay, so cute
He's the
naman.
sweetest. He's the sweetest dog ever.
Okay, so now we're gonna segue. We're gonna invite some of our friends over to join us also. So now the situation in Metro Manila, and then now let's go to a friend of ours who is based in Cebu, and she's leading some efforts in with the situation of the COVID-19. So she's been doing fundraisers and helping whatever she can from her side of the Philippines. Let's all welcome Divine Lee. She's here with us. Hi.
Hi! Hi guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi.
How are
Okay,
you doing?
hi Nadine, hi Tim.
Hello.
How's
Oh,
everyone?
earlier you saw the
Good.
dogs. Those are from Divine's
Yeah,
family.
mga apo
Kasi
ko yun.
dami ng mga aso sa bahay niya. Oo.
Actually, I didn't give it to Tim. He kidnapped those dogs. He would go, every
Oh,
Okay.
time may nanganganak, he would go to my house and just like first pick daw siya.
Sa akin yan. Sabi ko sa akin yan. Gano'n. Oo.
How's Manila,
Divine,
guys?
Manila is, ano naman, Manila is dealing with the situation. There's a lot of ways how we can make it better because a lot of people don't, still are not following the law, but I'm sure the LGUs are doing their best to be able to deal with the situation. How is it there in Cebu?
We locked down later. If you talk about like locking down and quarantine, we're actually later than you guys. But then our flights were earlier. All the flights were canceled earlier. So I think that was able to control something na rin for us. Hindi ganun kasing rami yung case namin. But today we added another 23 cases.
Oh,
For some time, while you guys were increasing in number, medyo steady lang yung number namin. But I think kasi our test kits came late. And also, I think, parang ngayon, may fever na yung tao. So there's this guy who apparently escaped from the hospital na positive. And because of, well, parang misinformation, umuwi siya. And then now that whole barrio is on lockdown because he apparently like started spreading the disease there. Nakipag-inuman siya, Tim and
oh,
Nadine.
oh my God.
nakipag-inuman siya sa kanto, nakipag-inuman
Oh
sa
my
kanto.
God.
Ganun.
Yeah, so now that's like a big problem. That's like a small barrio here, and it's in the city. It's not like in the parang rural areas.
That's crazy.
Nakipag-inuman siya, nagstay siya doon, and
Oh
then
my
now
God.
marami nang infected because of him, and he
If
died
I
na pala.
Oh my God. Earlier, you were talking, Divine, to me on our WhatsApp chat about
Yeah.
misconceptions. People thought, kumain ka ng saging, ganito. Kumain ka ng ganito. What are
Yeah.
what are those misconceptions about the situation?
Kasi the doctors were in close coordination with them, and because of that incident nga na umuwi yung tao, parang it wasn't taken like seriously. Kasi hindi naman lahat ng COVID patients like immediate na you feel na you have to be in the hospital. Some are home care. But
Yeah.
then because nga of the internet and how people are spreading false cures, meron nagsabi you can eat garlic or mag-gargle ka ng asin or hindi siya
Yes,
nabubuhay
banana
sa
pa.
mainit. Di ba marami
Ano
pa?
na?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ano pa? Marami pa yun eh, di ba, Nads?
There's
That's
banana pa.
Oh, yung
banana.
banana. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Nads, is there?
parang
Oo. Parang
the,
ano,
doc-
continue.
the doctor was saying na parang I think everybody should, especially people with like a huge following or influence, should start correcting this. That's why I was talking to you, Tim. Like maybe we
Oh.
should talk about ano ba talaga yung totoo. Wala pang vaccine, guys. Because everybody's claiming na may gamot dito, may gamot there, di ba?
Yeah.
How it
Like
is,
this
gano'n.
one will
Oo.
cure it. Pero wala pa talaga, Tim. So
Okay,
the
oo.
best way to do is to stay home, and we really have to just protect ourselves while protecting others at the same time.
Nads, do you know anybody personally who is infected with COVID-19?
None pa naman so far.
Oh, oo.
Thank
Aside
God.
from our friend who recovered, who's gonna join us later, di
Yeah.
ba? But
Actually, my aunt and uncle, 'di ba, they passed through with COVID-19. You know that, Tim?
I know, actually, Divine's aunt and uncle, mag-asawa sila, and they both passed. So,
I'm so sorry.
I know it's easy. It's not easy. Then I have an uncle, by the way. I saw and I learned about this passing only on Viber, and of course because wala namang pwedeng maging lamay, and diba, there's no
Yeah.
way to get the family together to mourn their passing. Also, this designer Ito Kurata and his husband Ito Kurata passed away, and then a week after, his husband also passed, and they left behind their adopted son, who's like I think 12 years old, si Taj. So yun, so talagang nag-iiba yung we live in such a different world now. So in a way, we're all trying to adapt, adjust, and do what we can to help each other in this situation, di ba? To help uplift each other. Kaya nga kasi hindi rin talaga madali,
That's
So,
why, Tim, as I was
yeah.
saying, parang it's so important that even if we're just here at home, we can actually help. My whole relief mission, my whole support, I've done it through my sala because I have a newborn and I have a 1-year-old. So I can't put myself out there, diba?
Yeah.
So parang I have to make sure that I don't put naman my kids in danger. But everything I was doing through the internet, I was coordinating with the doctors. I think what people have to know is that we really have to protect the medical frontliners, even the other frontliners,
Yeah.
your security guard, your delivery boy, because even like in Manila, we have about 200 medical frontliners that are infected already, and a lot have passed na rin because of COVID. And dahil wala silang proper gamit, which is really sad. So, 'di ba?
Diba? You
That.
know, Nads, this divine, no, from the first day kasi I did a private fundraising with our art group, and then they were able to raise 13 million to provide
Test
test
kits.
kits for the situation, and then next PPEs and all that. Divine helped me with the fundraiser, sent it to her fans also and followers, and then she did her own fundraise. She did her own fundraising. It's called Courage Cebu. Tell us more about that, Divine.
Okay, so I'm not Bisaya. My husband is. So parang bago lang kami dito, and it took me a while to find friends. So the friends that I found are actually just Manila girls then. So ilan lang kami. So we're all being quarantined here in Cebu. And then we realized na parang no one is actively, parang in Manila we have a lot of fundraising happening, 'di ba? But then in Cebu, we weren't, or baka we're just not in touch with the right people because nga, we're from Manila. So we felt like parang maraming kulang. So that's why we started just, sige, gather lang tayo ng funds and then let's, para we can give PPEs and then care packages. And then after nun, Tim, parang, well, we're getting a lot of calls na from government hospitals, even PNP kami yung nagsusupply na ng mga PPEs nila. So parang non-stop. At first, we were just starting with donations. And then, I realized after a while, sa totoo naman, nakakapagod naman talaga hingi ka ng hingi ng pera sa tao. And
Yeah.
they get tired also because they're also affected. Their businesses are closed, di ba? And
Yeah.
walang trabaho a lot. They're not sure kung kailan sila magbubukas ulit ng mga business nila. So, it's hard na I'm always asking for donation.
Yeah.
So, I gathered my artist friends. So, Rahul Laurel gave sketches that we can sell. Mark Necdao gave photos.
Nix
Photos
Alanon.
of Ellen. Yeah, Next Alanon gave furniture. We have June Escario. Everybody helped out. And it's so nice because,
Oh, they're
like,
so nice.
yeah, like, I mean, Rahul Laurel, maybe, Raj, I know you're watching, pero di ba ang mahal-mahal
Okay,
ng damit ni Raho na couture. So, I mean, a lot of people, he allowed me to sell these sketches for just 5,000 to add to the cost, di ba? So parang it was flying off the shelf talaga, Tim. The minute we post, parang
Divine
5 minutes.
bumili, no?
Ah, totoo nga eh, di ba?
Sorry, bumili, ah.
Hindi man, di ba? Tapos Mark Nick daw, I mean, the last exhibit he sold that 1.8 million, pumayag siya na 5,000 lang yung per piece
Oo.
na para lang makatulong, di ba? So everything is sold out. Even Nick's, all the artists. So they added another 1 million to the cost to help for PPEs and care packages.
So tell us for those people who want to help, how they can continue to help Courage Cebu.
Yeah, they can go to at Courage Cebu, or they can go to that link. I think Javi is posting it now. That's the direct link where they can donate. But for them to be able to bid yung mga iba-ibang artworks that we post every day, even clothes, we have clothes because Pam Quinones and Vanya we're also donating clothes. So you can just go to our IG, Courage Cebu.
Yeah, and also I know Nadine, you've been helping frontliners quietly on your own, and you never
Yeah.
announced it, and
Yeah,
that's also very good.
that's what I forgot to tell you pala.
Yeah.
One of
Oh,
the things that kept me busy was yeah, trying to gather funds for ano nga, to donate. So what I've been
yeah.
doing, I've been selling all my, the clothes that I'm not using anymore, the clothes that don't fit me anymore, or like, just random things from my closet or from my house that I don't really need anymore. So I'm selling them online, and then a part of the proceeds, I use them to buy yung mga supplies and yung mga gear, and then we donate them. That's
Yeah,
what's
very
been
good.
keeping me busy.
Yes. Nads, I'm reading some questions here from our live feed, and they're saying, how is your friendship with James?
We're good.
Yeah, yeah, I'm reading it lang.
Ano ba yan?
Oo nga, 'di ba?
No,
Oh,
we're
tapos,
okay.
do you
Honestly,
have
we're really
manliligaw
good.
na Nads? Paano man manliligaw? Naka-lockdown, 'di ba?
Oh my
'Di
God,
ba?
I'm not. No, no.
Yeah.
I'm not really thinking about that right now. I have a lot of plans that I have a lot of stuff that I want to do back, and I'm not really
Yeah.
thinking about that right now.
Exactly. What's important right now is, our well-being and us being able to help other
Yeah,
people. Both of
yeah.
you,
Lending a
I
helping hand.
let me help you. I applaud you for doing that quietly. Divine, I applaud you for doing it while raising two kids. You have
That's
hands
tough.
full with your husband and your two kids, and you're trying to save the world for them,
Actually,
right?
mas mahirap alagaan yung husband. Yung kids kaya ko. Yung husband talaga gusto
Oh
ko na
my
nga
God.
i-quarantine sa iba eh.
Ay, nako. Anyway, we have another friend who has a different experience from you, Nads, and from you, Divine. This friend of ours spent the early part of the lockdown in the hospital because she had to be checked into the hospital because she had symptoms of COVID-19, and all of us were scared, but we were all hopeful and praying, and thank God that she emerged from it healthier and better. So let's all welcome with this whole rebirth round of applause and love to Isa Calzado. Hello, Isa. Hi, Isa.
Hi, Tim. Hi, Nads. Hi, Divine.
Hey.
You can hear me, right?
We can
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
you.
I'm good. Okay, we can already hear each other.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Tim. Thank you, Divine. You were one of my earlier prayer warriors, alam mo yan. Tim,
ER
sorry,
pa
hindi ko
lang.
nasabihan agad before
But alam,
everybody. Pero
I know, but Isa, I knew about it, but I kept quiet. Somebody showed me a video, and I go, when I messaged you, kasi kanya-kanyang time yan eh, di ba? With friends, you cannot rush them na, oy, ano na ba talaga? Kasi, and I totally respect that, no? And when I
yeah.
messaged you, said, I was gonna tell you, but then, but it's so
I
totally
did
fine. It's
send
not
it to
about,
our La Familia group kasi. But
yes.
Divine only found out accidentally because she was wanting to get in touch with the company. And
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
in ER. And I was like, wait lang ha. Kasi
Nasa ER.
I'll
Nasa
try.
ER ka
Kasi,
na.
No, okay.
to say ko. Tapos yung sabi ko pa, don't panic. Syempre, the minute you say that, people are like, what? And I'm like, I'm here. And then I know, she's like, naiyak ako. Sabi ko, and during those times, di ba nag-video chat pa kami ni
Yeah.
Divine the next day? I was okay. And then it just went, boom. You know, like, one...
No, wait, can I cut
all I'll
lang?
say is I'm glad to be alive.
Wait,
Wait,
I'm grateful.
how did that, Isa, all of a sudden, di ba?
Ay,
we were
wait
all-
lang. Sorry, Tim. Bago tayo
Yes.
magseryoso, ha?
Oh.
May gusto lang akong i-address dito.
Klaro mo lang.
Klaro ko lang, ha? Dali lang. Let's just get the elephant in the room, like, just out of the way. Nadine, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for stealing James.
Yung pala eh.
Wrong Isa.
Nakakatawa.
That issue. Well, that
Sarap lang
shouldn't even
i-punchline.
be an issue. That was so weird.
Yeah, anyway, gusto ko lang i-punchline, di ba, Dave? Perfect moment. Hindi natin palalampasin yung mga ganyang
Mas madalas yan.
At saka si Mami Divine na
Mami
Naway
Divine?
din ako, di ba?
Oh my God.
Mami Divine.
Naway ako. Mas matagsagan ng Sara Mateo dahil si Mommy Divine.
Oh my God.
Hindi naman ako si Sarah at si Mateo. Sarah.
Tigilan ko na daw yun. Matanda na daw si Sara.
Ang sarap tumawa. Alam mo, libre ang tawa. Kaya sabi ko, bago tayo magseryoso, medyo,
Yeah.
di ba, mag-light-light muna tayo. Kasi
No, but
medyo,
Tim, can I say something about what Isa said kanina? When
Okay.
I was calling her and she was in the ER, syempre I know, nagpanic na ako when she showed me the oxygen and then nasa hospital bed siya. Pero ang pinakabongga sa kanya, in the middle of everything, I was actually asking for medicine sponsorship. In the middle of everything, nasa ER siya, nabalikan niya pa talaga ako. So parang I felt guilty nga for asking her in the middle of everything, di ba? Alam mo yun, pero I mean, her compassion to help is really something else. Kasi di ba, kung iba dead man na, nandito na nga ako,
Yeah.
gugulo ka pa.
Oh, Isa,
love
kwento.
you.
Oh, we love you too. Isa, we want to know, please take us, from the time that you discovered, di ba, in our
I'll
other
try to
chat,
make this as quick as I can because it's pretty long. So,
Yeah.
what do you want to know?
di ba, before you were scared because you were thinking that, nako, baka we got infected, but then when you tested, you tested negative at first, di ba?
No.
For fever.
No. Tim, bawal mo sabihin yung mga nandun sa chat group, ha?
Oh, hindi naman kasi sabi na.
No,
Your story.
no, I first had the symptoms March 13, which was like just right before the lockdown. And
Okay.
then I was checked because I had cough. And there was someone around me who was sick lang. Parang ano lang. So parang flu, 'di ba? Parang so inisip ko yun lang. And then but I think like whatever it is, I don't really know kasi where I got it. Like to be honest, like I have no idea. Yeah, it's just that I had a compromised immune system. I was working on 3 projects: a teleserye, a movie, and a mini series. And then on my non-taping days, I was working out hard, preparing for the movie because it entailed a very physical thing. Like not just like look fit for the part, but I had to do fight scenes and everything. So I was like really super pagod. And imagine, diba, Nadine, you know this, like Tim, you also are in this, so Dave, you know our life, like pagod, diba? So late night. So I think, I just pushed my body too hard and that happened. And then so I was coughing and then the doctor said, you're okay, in case here's a receta, and if your symptoms progress, let me know. So I thought it was just the flu, but like there's a little voice at the back of your head saying, baka COVID yan. Yung ganon. So, parang,
All of us. Ako mapaupo. Ako COVID na ito. Baka I have COVID.
di ba, yung parang, uy. So I always had that voice at the back of my head. But, so, eventually, I thought I could do it naturally, like vitamin C drips, ganyan. But eventually, like 4 or 5 days later, hindi nag-work. So sabi ko, iba to. Teka lang. And then by the time we found out, I already had pneumonia because we went to a diagnostic center, and then because I didn't want to go to the hospital for several reasons. I knew that my immune system was compromised, and if I go to a hospital, I could possibly pick up something there. If I didn't have COVID, I could get COVID. Diba yung things like that. So, and
Right.
then I was concerned, like, should I get tested? And then I was thinking, but what if it's not COVID? Sayang yung testing kit. Alam mo yun, parang you didn't want to be the privileged celebrity na, hey, unahin mo ako kasi di ba? Di ba? Whatever. So, napatagal siya. 1 week later, dun lang namin nalaman because we saw it, we had an x-ray done, we had blood work done. So immediately, like, we rushed to the hospital right after. And then the minute we got to the ER, the doctor told us that everything's pointing to COVID. But of course, we can't know for
Until
certain, diba? Because this was a time when the backlog for the testing was so crazy kasi isa lang yung testing facility at that time. It was only RITM. So, you know, we checked in on March 20th. I was already kind of not so good. I didn't know I had pneumonia, and then parang it was a slap in the face na, oy, may pneumonia ka na. So parang it was my first reality check. And then the minute they put the cannula, hindi ko na-realize that I was just powering through it pala. I was kind of out of breath. So, yun. But then things got a bit worse, and then I ended up also with a bacterial infection, which I probably got from the hospital, which was really bad. So there were some pretty dark moments there inside the hospital.
while you were in the hospital, were you, were you thinking that, what was going in through your mind while you were in your hospital bed?
You were talking about mental health with Nadine kanina, and it's tough because you're battling a physical thing, but you also battle stuff here in your head, and you're like, first thing is, I couldn't believe, I said, like, the thoughts are, is it my time? Am I going to die? Is this how it ends? And then, I thought about everything I experienced in life, and I thought to myself, this is not how it will end. Yung may ganun parang nilalabanan ng sarili mo. And then, mapapatanong ka talaga, Lord, bakit ako? And then, immediately, may sumasagot naman. Hindi ko alam kung ako lang din yun. Thoughts ko lang siya. Or Panginoong Diyos talaga siya. Tapos, parang sabi lang niya, why not? And then I realized na, oo nga naman. Because I'm healthy. I can bounce back from this. And, and then I realized I was being used for a purpose, for a reason. And then there was acceptance there. But at the same time, fear is there because it felt like one good day and then a bad day and then good and then suddenly like not so good. Parang ganun yung nangyayari. So syempre, mapapakapit ka talaga sa Diyos. And you were talking about realizations, and that's what you'll realize. Nadine, you mentioned earlier that, you are enough. And truly, you are enough. But you also realize a lot of things, like you are enough and every individual is enough, but we need each other. During these dark times, we all need each other. We're interconnected, including Mother Nature and animals. We're all here. Like, the energy is there, and we can't just exist alone, diba? Parang ganon. So, and of course, with the source, whatever name you give him, God, Jesus, Allah, whoever you believe in, diba? A higher source, and so important. You are stripped of everything, Tim. That to the point that there was a leaked video that showed me being,
Being
shampooed,
taken care of,
lovingly by one of my nurses at the hospital. And I tell you, Tim, the minute she said, do you want, I can shampoo your hair? Parang gusto niyo po, i-shampoo ko kayo. Alam mo yung pakiramdam, parang inalok niya ako ng Diyos ko, basta parang hindi ko alam. Yung kumbaga, priceless nga eh. I can't even, I was trying to think like, kaya niya akong inalok ng bag o 1,000,000 o ng gano'n. Hindi ko nga mabibigyan ng presyo yun because at that very moment, it was priceless. And it brought me so much joy. And that's, that's what you realize, like, all these things we acquire, yes, we enjoy them. They're great. But, when you're there and you're facing life and death, and it means nothing. Even actually, you talked about ambition earlier, Tim. I've been working for 18 years, 17, 18 years, and I have really disrespected my body a lot through the years with everything that I've done. And, Nadine, like you were talking about, being so tired.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of my realizations, like, where do I draw the line? Ambition, like, I want to achieve so much, do this, do that. But when you're there, you just want to live.
Yeah.
You want to live so badly. And for me, I want to breathe, diba? I was talking to my lungs. And sabi ko nga, it's so ironic, during my Body Love Revolution talks, like, there was one kasi, Instagram account that inspired me, like, because they said, like, not celebrate your body, parang love your body, not for the way it looks, but for what it does for you. I forgot the way it works. So ganon. But so those were my words for the Body Love Revolution. And it's true. We're so focused on the way it looks, but truly at the end of the day, it's the way it works that matters. Pero mo kinakausap ko yung lungs ko, sabi ko sa lungs ko, diba, kaya naman natin, diba, kaya mo yan. Can we work together as a team? Ganon, yung parang, please work for me. I love you. Yung ginaganon ko, kumbaga parang binubudol ko siya. Parang, sige na, halika na.
Diba tayo kasi in our like we're in industries, we're also into the form because that's
Correct.
what a lot of us are judged for, not realizing the function is as or more important.
It is
Right?
more important, to be honest. Like, then it was, diba, aminin natin, Diyos ko, ako pa, yung gusto kong pumayat, gusto kong gumanto, gusto ko ganito, ganyan. Diba, parang, teka lang, yun talaga, gusto mo lang mabuhay. Yan.
So, Isa, how did you fight fear when you would encounter fear when it's knocking on your door and showing you a worst case scenario? How do you muster up the courage to say, no, not today, Satan?
Not today, Satan. Well, I never said that. I should have. Would have been a good Arya moment. No, honestly, because half of it, it felt like, honestly, you're just in and out. Some points where I was like dazed, like I can't remember much, but I just knew that I kept saying it's not my time. And I just, when people started sending more love and prayers, I was just, you also, you feel that even if I haven't to this day read everyone's message, kahit in SMS or WhatsApp lang or mga DM, hindi ko pa talaga nakikita, pero I've seen enough for me to know and feel that, people were sending me good energy. And, I was just holding on to that, laban. And of course, you think about family and, what to live for. And then I thought about, wala pa akong anak. Kailangan magkaanak pa ako. Yung gano'n, diba? Sabi ko,
And I know, I saw a video actually also of your husband, Ben. And,
here.
Hi Ben, hello.
Hi,
Ben.
Ben daw from Tim. And
Ben.
And diba?
Have you gotten your haircut now with
He said he wants the bird that you have. He loves birds. He said
he wants my bird.
He wants your bird.
Give you my bird anytime, Ben. Exchange.
He's shaking his head. He's like,
No.
you want to make an appearance? Just say hello.
Hi Ben.
He's not. He can't be bothered. Sorry. Pagoda ang lolo mo sa buki. Pagoda at saka nakasando. Wag na.
But di okay lang pakita mo na. Pero alam ko that how was Ben throughout all this ordeal? He was beside you. I heard he was crying. Naiiyak-iyak daw si Ben. Di ba? Si Ben, machong-macho.
You know, in the beginning, he was like, he stayed strong. He cried when when we first got good news. Yung parang for him, parang, oh my gosh, she's actually going to make it. Because apparently he was holding it in the whole time. That, he was staying strong for me. And I didn't, I knew that I'm sure there was a lot of stress and pressure, and if iba kasi when 'di ba, iba kasi kung ikaw yung may sakit, iba yung ikaw yung maalaga, 'di ba? Nasa stress. And then that was a very emotional moment for him more than me nga. Kasi siguro by that time I think I was just in a daze. So I was just so like smiling na that's good news. Pero siya mas emotional. I think it hit him like she's actually going to get better. So, yun. But you talk about fear, diba? I'll just say that from my perspective now, it's been 2 weeks since I've been home. And there are a lot of things you need to process, even post-COVID. There's PTSD, survivor's guilt. There are a lot of things when it comes to processing that. You're healing not just your body, your mind, body, and spirit talaga.
Wow. And what was the first thing that you did when you got home and got checked out of the hospital?
Because that day was the first day I actually got to take a bath on my own, but sa hospital pa yun. So I think I showered right away and just really looked around. To this day, I still don't have cabin fever. Although, gusto ko na rin i-quarantine si Ben minsan tulad ni Divine kay Ben.
Ako rin.
Alam mo, diba? Aminin natin.
Angay pa ba ako?
I'm sure gusto niya na rin akong i-quarantine. Somewhere as malayo sa kanya. Pero, we're both, because, if you've been to the hospital, just being home is your number one parang wish. Like, can you please, I want to be home. So now that we're home, it's just a gift. And then the first thing I did was Juday sent angry dobo to me in the hospital. So kinain namin yung dinner kasi medyo late na kami nakauwi. And then I wasn't super strong pa, like going up the stairs, medyo hinihingal pa ako that day. And it took a few days, and then I had a speech thing, like effect of the antibiotics. So yung energy levels ko and even my speech like half speed. And then parang naglalakad ganyan. So parang, that was it. And then the first few days, can't do much. I started watching Itaewon Class. And then I kept...
Oh, ganda. I love Itaewon Class.
I still haven't finished it. But anyway, I kept eating popcorn and chips.
And then I kept eating popcorn and chips. Wow.
Yeah, because for some reason, because I was hardly eating the whole time. From the time I got sick here at home till when I was in the hospital, that was one of the things we had to battle with because I wasn't eating, and your lungs need protein. So my protein levels got alarmingly low. The dietitian and my pulmonologist had to really tell me, you need to eat because your lungs need protein. Ganyan. So that was Nurse Ben's mission, to really make me eat, and for my supplementation, lahat talaga tutok siya doon. And lucky, like even the doctor was saying, like, you're improving really fast, and iba talaga pag malakas ang fighting spirit ng pasyente. Yun yung sinabi niya. Those were her words. I was supposed to take my antibiotics 10 to 14 days. I just did 7 days. Because in my head, when she was telling me that, you know what I said in my head? I'm like, no, I'm gonna do that shorter. Not 10 to 14 days. But, tapos sabi ko lang kay Doc, gagalingan ko to. Sabi ko gano'n.
Ginaling na.
Doc, kasi gusto ko nang umuwi. Mas maiksi dyan, iaabot dyan. Ginaganon ko siya.
Gusto mo ng ganyan, no? Gusto mo ng ganyan, no? Ito,
Naanak mo.
Naanak ko yan.
Naanak nyo. Ayan na. Tumakas na.
Kumari pala tayo.
Pero alam mo, totoo because they all kept sending videos of their kids, my friends. And then, syempre, di ba parang, Tapos yung isa pa, I prayed for you today. Gaganan yung mga baby. Ako talaga yung,
Oh.
sandali, parang, sandali. Hindi pa tapos yung ano ko sa mundo. Kailangan ko pang gumawa ng,
Again, naturally, again, sa itong panahon itong lockdown and quarantine, we get to talk to ourselves, whether at home, in lockdown at home, whether you're locked down with your kids and your husband, or you're in a hospital bed. We are having this time to be able to
to
have
reflect.
a conversation with ourselves, our God, to have that harmony of mind, body, and spirit. So, guys, what are your parting words for the people who are at home watching us? Please tell them something that you feel that they will, hey, Robbie Carmona is watching us. Hey, Robbie.
Hi, Rob!
Robbie!
So for everybody who's watching us here,
Mauna na kayo kasi kanina
Oh.
pa ako kuda ng kuda.
uh, because I'm sure ang dami mo naman kasing learnings, di ba?
Ibang
Oh, go,
level.
Mads, you wanna say hello to all the people who are watching us right now?
Yeah, hi everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Parting words, I guess this whole, this whole pandemic has not just helped us learn new stuff, new skills and all that, but it also kind of makes us realize the things that we have taken for granted. Like things that as simple as, walking
Don't
outside,
you watch?
walking your dog, getting some fresh air, eating out, watching a movie in the cinema, seeing your friends. Those, those simple things, like it's making us learn to appreciate it more. Because I feel like we've all taken all these things for granted. With the health also, we're always just, with our line of work, we're always just working nonstop. We want to do a lot of things. We don't sleep properly. Sometimes we don't even eat. So health then also we've taken for granted. And as for fear, I honestly feel like parang the more you let it in, the more it's gonna, take over. Parang ganun, parang I read it somewhere, I can't remember where. Parang if you let fear take over, parang it's game over na. Parang it's like you're giving up.
So never let fear win.
Yeah.
Di ba? Ay, di ba, sabi ko nga, di ba, I always say this to our friends, di ba? The opposite of fear is love. When you are in the dark, or when you're faced with darkness, you gotta shine your light, your inner light, even if you have to get that light from wherever, because darkness is afraid of light. Right? So always, kaya we always say, di ba, love and light. Right? That's why. Thank you so much, Nads. I'll
Thank
see you again.
you.
Hopefully next time you get to Facebook Live again and you get to demo your music, what you've been writing for us.
Soon. Soon.
Please,
Thank
okay?
you.
I'll see you, lads.
See you, bye, Tisa. Bye, Divine. See you soon.
Bye! Stay safe and healthy, darling.
Thank you so much, lads. Okay, Divine, what is your
Yes.
parting words? Hey, Bazzy.
Parting words. I actually basis here. Parang the only way we can really beat this is not with the gamot or what. It's really by helping each other, whether staying home, helping the frontliners, or giving care packages. Because I don't think na matatapos talaga to kung hindi lahat tayo, isa lang yung goal is magtulungan. Because worldwide, I mean, my dad, it took him a while to understand yung pandemic because at his age, he feels like lahat na nangyari na sa kanila. So the idea na, una, parang lagnat lang yan, everyone has to take it seriously and everyone really has to do their part to help. Because that's the only way. If it's staying home or, alam niyo yun, yung kapitbahay nyo na alam niyo nagugutom na, padala niyo ng pagkain, makishare niyo yung dinner niyo. It doesn't have to be big. It can be small daily things just to make life easier for one another.
Yes, perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah, in our own ways, we have to be able to uplift other people. That's why I was, I would encourage our artist friends, just whatever it is, ano yung talent mo, kumanta, magtula, whatever, live and share your talent to the world to add more light in this world that's getting a little bit darker than usual. Diba? So Divine, thank you so much. And you're one of the people that I look up to because pag kailangan ng tulong, number one, mauna, Divine will be there and she will give all her heart and all her might be able to do
Si
that.
Darna yan. She's the best.
Alam niyo naman, peg ko talaga si Nanette. Si Nanette.
Inventor.
Si
Inventor.
Darna. Si Darna.
Oy, I love
watching.
Nanette Inventor. Oh.
Oh, we love both of them. Diba?
Yes.
Si
Oh,
Nanette.
Watching from London. Hi,
Goals.
Don. Our friend, Isa. Don Yu is watching from London.
Oh, Don.
Free time ka? Ganon.
May time siya. Bahay lang siya. Oo. Thank you
Wala kang
so much.
choice. Love
Thank
you, dear.
Love you, Ears. Oo.
And
Love na love.
Salamat, dear. Ha?
She said a lot of things, and I'm sure everything is so meaningful, and everything is so applicable to our lives, whether in the safety of our home, we're in the front lines, and or you're going through something physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual. But Isa, you are a survivor. We are so happy and grateful that you have survived it all, and it's for a reason. It's part of your mission. So as parting words, what can you say to all of us?
It's nice, tuning in and I'm listening to the conversations you had with Divine and Nadine, and then what we had together. It's this pandemic is really, I think, the opportunity for all of us. As you said, you pause, you look inwards, you go inwards, you reflect, you reassess, you figure out how we can be better humans individually and collectively. This pandemic is affecting us differently, diba? Every person, every human being is going through something right now, and unfortunately sometimes dark moments can bring out the best in you, because I think that's when you truly spot the light, because the light may be so tiny, but once you see the light, you just, I think, appreciate it more and understand the light more and what it means and the value of that. And I think that's what's happening. Like, for the people who are still in dark times, it's tough because it's tough to pull through it. But remember that there is that light. I think you asked me that day, what would pull me through, like what made me, kind of know what made me survive is really that light. And I've had a lot of dark moments in life, and probably this might be the most personal dark one na it tested mind, body, and spirit.
Yeah.
And it was that light that pulled me through. It's God. And
Yes. And the light is within you.
the light, I was about to get there, but now that I am here, I can only emanate that light, and in that love and light, I am filled with it. So now it is my mission to continue to share it with everybody. I want to hug people so badly. I want to just express my love, pero hindi pa pwede. So, alam mo, I'll just share this. I had 2 encounters because we went to the grocery. I had healthy options, and I had 2 encounters. One was with somebody I knew. Sorry, I'm talking about something else. One encounter was at healthy options. The other was just on the street. I was getting money from the bank. People, strangers, and they said to me, I prayed for you. I heard about what happened. I'm so happy to see you alive. And that makes me so emotional. And so I want to hug them, but I can't. So I've just expressed my sincere and most heartfelt gratitude. And I guess I would like to take this opportunity, Tim, to just say thank you. Not just to you, to our friends, but to everybody, especially those who don't even know me, and still sent that love and good energy, that light, their prayers. Hindi ako mabubuhay kung hindi niyo po ginawa yun. So, I'm just so grateful, Tim. And I think that's it, di ba? Once you're out of the woods. Kumbaga, once
Yeah.
things are, better, then I hope that we learn from this really, and live a more, like make more mindful and more conscious decisions to make this world, some,
Better.
natatakot ako kasi natira ako dun eh.
Hindi, alam ko dyan talaga yung
But
context
it's
mo.
really,
That's not what you meant.
yeah, definitely. But it can only make us better people right now. But we need to recognize that we need to learn the lessons that we need to learn. And it will be different for everybody. It will differ. What
Yeah.
they're you are understanding about yourself and others may be different. But at the same time, ang dami ding parallelism. So, it's just I just hope that we will always come from compassion, kindness, and love and light. And we may not be perfect. Of course, we will still make mistakes. We will continue to do things that we may regret. But always try to choose kindness and try to choose spreading love and light. I guess that's my message.
Mabuhay ka, Isa. Thank you so much.
Literal na buhay.
Mabuhay ka.
Mabuhay ka, Tim. I love
Thank
that word.
you.
That's my favorite Filipino word. And
Mabuhay.
yeah, I really love it. And talagang totoo, no? Mabuhay. Like, long live. Like, mabuhay ka, Tim. At mabuhay ang Pilipinas. Mabuhay ang buong mundo. Yeah.
Ayun, thank you so much. And
I love you.
heart-
Thank you.
love you, Isa. And I will see you soon. Okay? Bye-bye.
Thank you. Mwah.
Yeah, thank you so much, Isa, Nadine, Divine, for sharing all your insights about what's happening right now. We have some friends who are watching also. Ranvel Rufino, hello. I saw Mariel Santos po. They're all here. And everybody who tuned in today, maraming salamat sa inyo. And please let me know who you want to see in our next Facebook Lives. It's going to be continuous throughout this lockdown. Next time, I want to be able to talk to somebody from the private sector. So, sana in this little way that we're doing, we can help each other cope, and we can help each other go through this, because we're all in this together. So let me know who you guys want to see here. Who do you want me to talk to? And I'll do my best to get them on this show, and so we can be able to touch base and get to know each other. Okay, so thank you so much again, and have a great Thursday, everybody. See you.